It's good to be back. I think there's a lot of energy. Everybody's ready to be back out here. It's better than lifting every day and kind of getting into that just same routine over and over again. It gets a little old for us, so get back out, be throwing the football around again is good.
Johnny, is this kind of a comfort zone for you as much as a whirlwind experience has been for the last few months, just to be in a familiar setting like this and focus on what you love to do?
Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be back doing what we all love to do. I think everybody's been eager to get back. Everybody's been ready to get back on the field. That's what everybody's here to do. They love that more than they do lifting, running, doing all the kind of the bad stuff. So it's good for everybody to be back out here.
What do you hope to accomplish this spring?
We need to get a lot better. We need to figure out. The first few days, first few weeks are figuring out the pieces and what you have with what guys. A lot of new guys coming in, trying to plug guys. And on the offensive line, we're missing people last year. D-line missing some people. So the first few weeks we'll sit here and we'll try to make sure that we evaluate and make sure we get everybody plugged into the right places. Then from there, it's just making sure that we continue to get better every week from there.
Johnny, you just finished your first season, but now everyone's already asking when you're going to leave. How are you going to deal with that question? Because you know you're going to get it over and over.
It'll just come with it, I guess. Just answer the same way, try to answer the same way I do every time. It's always been a dream of mine, but for now, I'm very content and very happy where I am right now, so I love it here at Aggies.
Have you given yourself time to reflect on the last few months, just to slow down a little bit?
There hasn't been much time to reflect. It's all been going so fast. It's one thing to the next, and those times where you finally get to sit back and say, wow, what we did last season was incredible. A Heisman and all the things that we did as a team. Once you sit back and really get some time to think about it, it's awesome.
How's the transition been with the new offensive coaches? Coach McKinney moving to OC, and then also Coach Babb.
It's been good, Coach Babb being there. We've started to bond a little bit and get a really good relationship between me and him. So that's big for us because that's what I had with Coach Kingsbury. So he's come in. He's really easy to get along with, and he's a brilliant mind. So to have him and Coach McKinney both at the helm of the offense would be good.
What do you have to do to get better?
There's things that I need to do throughout here in the summer. Just making sure they would get back into. Took a little time off because I felt like the Cotton Bowl was just 2 weeks ago. So for me, I need a little time off of not throwing and not doing some stuff. And so now it's kind of getting back into the routine of that. And then from there, we'll look at stuff with Coach Staff film-wise and do that. And then come out here and work on footwork, work on all the stuff that we need to get better, continue to get better at.
Johnny, you're involved in controversy or discussion about your name and image and so forth. Are you being more cautious maybe about signing autographs, things like that? And when you see those number 2 jerseys in all the stores, do you think, hey, maybe I ought to get a piece of this or what?
No, that's the rules are the rules, and there's nothing that I can do to really change that. So for me, I'm always more than glad to take pictures, sign autographs. So all the stuff that's out there, I enjoy signing autographs for people if that's what they want to come up to me and ask. So if I do it.
If college athletes could sign endorsement deals and do stuff like that, would you want to, or do you think there'd be drawbacks to that?
I think it's a tough situation, and that's why it's how it is today. So it's really tough.
Johnny, there's a trend of college athletes getting insurance to protect themselves. I'm curious if you have any.
In the process.
And what made you want to do that this year? Because of the success you had last year?
It's just a precaution. I think there's a lot of players out there who have done it in the past, and you never know what could happen. Football's a dangerous sport, so you kind of have to make sure that you take a precaution in that regard.
Do you have a certain number on that, Johnny?
No, I don't know it. It's worked on between my parents are doing most of it along with A&M, so it's not really. Like I said, I'm here to play football, go to school, so that's what I'm trying to do.
Have you accepted the fact that maybe you might not have a normal life here for a while because of what transpired this season? Is that kind of something you just say that's part of it?
I'm all right with them. It's part of what happened this year and kind of how that went. So for me, just enjoying being back out here with my teammates, enjoying getting to spend a lot of time with them, not going anywhere anymore here for good and ready to make sure that everybody knows that.
How important it is for you to be a leader on this team, and how do you embrace that?
I think it's big. For me to be in the position at the quarterback, I think you had to be a leader, especially of the offense. And guys like Jake Matthews and and Mike Evans and Ben Molina who need to be there to kind of help as well. So on the offensive side of the ball, I feel like we really have that lockdown leadership-wise.
I know a lot of guys are expecting a lot from you guys this year. How do you think you and the guys have handled expectations?
I feel like we're doing all right. We're still out here just playing football, doing the same thing that we did last year. We didn't have a lot of expectations last year. There's a lot more talk this year. So for us, just make sure that we continue to do the things that got us to where we are today.
You burst onto the scene last year in the SEC. Now these coaches are going to have an whole offseason to try to figure how to stop you. Knowing the history, the reputation of this conference, does that make you work a little bit harder knowing you got smart coaches out there?
Coaches are going to scheme just like they always do. I don't think some might have one game scheduled out on their calendar, but I highly doubt it. This was the same talk whenever we were in the Cotton Bowl, and they said they had a month to prepare, and I mean, that didn't really work out well for them. So if they want 3 months, 4 months, whatever, we're okay with it. We're going to be here trying to get better and trying to make sure that we're going to outplay them on Saturday.
Is your mindset any different this year compared to last spring when you were in that quarterback competition and now you're the man?
It's different now, only in the regard that I remember last year once I got the starting job, I was kind of nervous and kind of every snap and every play I felt like I had to continue to prove myself and continue to do something until Coach Someone one day kind of finally said, "You've got the job, just relax and do what got you to this point." And now I know there's no really competition or anything like that. I'm still going to be trying to work, be better than everybody else, but I mean, it's a little different in that regard.
Last one was a fairly negative view of your NFL prospects at this point in time in Sports Illustrated last week. You've got another year to try to improve on that. Do you want to be in position to, be able to make that decision next fall? And what would you say right now where you're leaning?
I'm not leaning anywhere. Whenever that decision comes, it'll have to sit there and you have to evaluate it just like you do anything else in your life. Just like everything you else have going on in your life. If the NFL, if you have opportunity to go, then you look at it. But I mean, like I said, I love this place. I love Coach Sumlin and all my teammates here. I'm very happy with being in Aggie land for 5, 6, however many years I'm here. So I'm not in any rush to make a decision like that. Just my main thing is if I get the opportunity, you have to evaluate. You have to.
Johnny, is it true you have a test coming up? And I mean, with all the hubbub about online classes, where are you going to take this test?
I'm going to take on campus. I'm going on campus right now for my time this month. So I'm getting ready to go do my test. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.